When people talk about Deftones, one name immediately rises to the surface: Chino Moreno. Known for his hauntingly beautiful voice, his ethereal songwriting, and his ability to blend aggression with tenderness, Moreno has carved out a unique space in modern rock. For decades, fans have been captivated by his words, which often blur the lines between pain and passion, love and destruction. But among the many songs he has written, there's one that stands above all others in his heart. That song is Digital Bath. When Moreno once revealed that it was his favorite track he's ever written, fans were fascinated. The song is lush, dreamlike, and sensual. Yet beneath its hypnotic beauty lies something far darker, an awful truth that once uncovered will leave you speechless. Digital Bath first appeared on Deftones' groundbreaking 2000 album White Pony, a record that changed the trajectory of the band and expanded what heavy music could sound like. At the time, Deftones were emerging from the nu metal scene but distancing themselves from its cliches. Instead of relying on angst and aggression alone, they were building something more atmospheric, textured, and emotional. The result was an album that glowed like a dream but pulsed with menace underneath. Among its standout moments, Digital Bath shimmered the brightest. Its gentle chords, Moreno's breathy vocals, and its slow-burn rhythm made it sound like a love song drifting underwater. Listeners were entranced, yet the song's beauty disguised a disturbing narrative that many didn't immediately catch. The lyrics of Digital Bath seem almost romantic at first. Lines like "you move like I want to" and "you breath, then you stopped" feel intimate, seductive even. But as the song unfolds, something feels off. The words don't add up to a simple love story, they hint at something sinister, something violent lurking behind the tenderness. Chino Moreno would later confirm what some fans suspected all along. The song, he admitted, was about electrocuting a girl in a bathtub. It was a shocking revelation, one that clashed violently with the sensual music that surrounded it. Suddenly, what once sounded beautiful became haunting. The soft guitar tones, the whispering vocals, and the dreamlike melody transformed into a chilling soundtrack for something unspeakable. For Chino Moreno, that duality, the mixture of beauty and horror, is precisely what drew him to the song. In interviews, he has explained that Digital Bath is one of his favorites because of how effortlessly it came together. He said it was born from just 2 notes and a drum beat, written quickly and instinctively without overthinking. That simplicity, that organic creation, gave the track an emotional purity he deeply valued. It wasn't crafted through endless revisions or forced ideas. It simply happened, almost like a stream of consciousness captured in sound. And perhaps that's why it resonates so strongly. There's something raw, unsettling, and completely unfiltered about it. Moreno has said that songs which come together easily often end up being his most powerful, and Digital Bath is a perfect example. When fans learned about the song's true meaning, many struggled to reconcile their feelings. How could something so sonically beautiful come from something so dark? Yet, that is precisely the essence of Chino Moreno's artistry. He has always been fascinated by the contrast between light and dark, between pleasure and pain. In Digital Bath, he created a sonic world where the listener floats in tranquility, unaware that beneath the surface, something horrific is waiting. It's this collision of opposites that makes the song so mesmerizing. Moreno himself seems drawn to that same tension, the way a beautiful melody can mask a terrible story, the way a whisper can sound like both comfort and threat. But the awful truth behind Digital Bath isn't just in its lyrical subject matter. It also lies in what it reveals about Moreno as an artist. For him, beauty is not always pure and darkness is not always evil. They coexist, feeding off each other. In interviews, he said that writing the song felt natural, as though it poured out of him without conscious intent. That spontaneity made it real. It wasn't about glorifying violence. It was about exploring the disturbing depths of the human mind, about how desire and destruction can intertwine. The horror of Digital Bath is psychological. It's not about the act itself, but about the feeling of being trapped between tenderness and terror, love and control. It's the kind of emotional landscape that Moreno has spent his entire career painting in sound. Listening to Digital Bath today, knowing its meaning, is a jarring experience. At first, you might be lulled into its softness, the glimmering guitar tones, the slow rhythm, the seductive falsetto that floats just above a whisper. But as you start to focus on the lyrics, a sense of dread creeps in. The words, once intimate, become eerie. The imagery of water, electricity, and stillness suddenly feels suffocating. It's as if Moreno is guiding the listener through a beautiful nightmare, one where you can't tell whether you're safe or in danger. The contrast is deliberate. It forces the listener to confront discomfort. You're drawn in by beauty, only to realize that beauty itself can be a mask for something monstrous. Part of the reason Digital Bath feels so unique in Deftones' discography is its restraint. Unlike some of the band's heavier tracks, there's no explosion of aggression, no screaming chorus to release the tension. Instead, the song builds slowly and delicately, layering atmosphere upon atmosphere until you're enveloped completely. The tension never fully resolves, and that's what makes it so haunting. It leaves you suspended, caught between serenity and fear. Moreno's voice is key to this. His ability to shift from whisper to wail, from softness to intensity, gives the song its emotional range. He doesn't just sing the lyrics, he embodies them, as if he's caught in the same paradox the song describes. When Moreno called Digital Bath his favorite song, some fans were surprised. After all, Deftones have countless classics: Change in the House of Flies, Be Quiet and Drive, My Own Summer, and many more. But for Moreno, it wasn't about popularity or even technical brilliance. It was about connection. Digital Bath represented something deeply personal to him: the purity of creation, the beauty of contradiction, and the unfiltered emotion that defines his art. It was the song where everything aligned naturally, without force. That kind of effortless creation is rare, and for an artist like Moreno, it's the ultimate satisfaction. It's not hard to see why he cherishes it so much, even if its meaning is deeply disturbing. What's truly fascinating is how the song fits into the greater story of White Pony. The album as a whole was a turning point for Deftones. It showed the world that they were not just another heavy band, they were innovators. They blended heavy riffs with dreamy textures, screaming with silence, chaos with beauty. Digital Bath sits at the heart of that transformation. It captures the essence of White Pony: experimental, emotional, and darkly sensual. It's no wonder that both critics and fans often cite it as one of the band's greatest achievements. But again, the knowledge of what it's truly about adds another layer. It's like staring at a beautiful painting and then realizing it's made with something macabre. You can't unsee it, and that's what makes it unforgettable. Over the years, Digital Bath has become a staple of Deftones' live shows. When Moreno performs it, his delivery carries a mixture of tenderness and torment. The audience sways in time, lost in the music, but those who know the story behind it can feel the darkness lurking underneath. It's a testament to Moreno's power as a performer that he can make people feel both comforted and unsettled at the same time. That emotional complexity is part of why Deftones have remained relevant for decades. They don't offer easy emotions. They offer real ones, raw, confusing, beautiful, and terrifying all at once. The awful truth behind Digital Bath also serves as a reflection of Moreno himself. He has often described his creative process as instinctive, not premeditated. He doesn't always know what a song means when he's writing it. It just comes out, shaped by whatever emotions he's experiencing at the time. That raw honesty can lead to uncomfortable places, but it's what makes his work so powerful. The darkness in Digital Bath isn't calculated, it's emotional truth made sound. It's the subconscious speaking in poetry and melody. And sometimes, as in this case, what comes out of that subconscious is unsettling. There's also something deeply human about the song's contradiction. It reminds us that beauty and darkness often exist side by side, that art can be simultaneously alluring and horrifying. Moreno's willingness to embrace that paradox, to dive into the discomfort rather than shy away from it, is what sets him apart as a songwriter. Digital Bath is not just a song about violence, it's a song about the human condition, the way our most intimate emotions can be both pure and destructive. It's about the fragility of desire, the thin line between love and obsession, and the danger of losing control. That's why, even though the song's story is horrific, it resonates on a deep emotional level. It's not celebrating the act, it's exploring the fear and fascination that come with it. In the end, understanding the awful truth behind Chino Moreno's favorite song doesn't make it any less beautiful. It makes it more complex. It forces us to confront our own reactions, to ask why we find something so dark so mesmerizing. That's the real power of Digital Bath. It's not a song you simply listen to. It's a song that lingers inside you, twisting your emotions and challenging your perceptions. When you know what it's really about, every note feels heavier, every word more deliberate. You can hear the pain, the curiosity, and the vulnerability that went into it. It's a chilling reminder that art is not always meant to comfort us. Sometimes, it's meant to disturb us, to hold up a mirror to the parts of ourselves we'd rather not see. So when Chino Moreno says that Digital Bath is his favorite song, it's not because it's easy or pretty. It's because it captures everything he strives for as an artist: the duality of beauty and horror, the honesty of emotion, and the unfiltered nature of creativity. It's the song where his artistry and his humanity meet in perfect tension, and that's what makes it unforgettable. The awful truth behind it isn't just in the lyrics. It's in the way it makes you feel, drawn in, unsettled, and unable to look away. It's a masterpiece of contradiction, and perhaps that's the most honest kind of art there is.